My name is Steve Huber, and I'm currently the president of the Whittier Area Audubon Society. I've been a member of the National Audubon Society for, probably 30 years, and the way it works is the National Audubon Society assigns you a local chapter based on your zip code. And so I was receiving newsletters from the Whittier Area Audubon Society and was reading about their activities and events and began to attend some of those events. I had a very fortunate childhood and got a appreciation for nature and outdoors at a very young age. My father was a geologist with the U.S. Geological Survey, and most of his career he spent studying and mapping in the Sierra Nevada mountains. And so from the age of 5 until I went away to college, I spent the whole summer with him and my brother and mother in the middle of nowhere often. Many of his coworkers that he worked with were avid birders. And by the time I was in middle school, we were invited to attend a Christmas bird count. So every year around Christmas, different Audubon chapters sponsor an annual bird count. It's a 15-mile diameter circle that is considered the count area, and groups go out in different areas within that circle and spend the entire day observing and counting as many birds as they can find. As a young person, a young adult, growing up, going to college, studying, working hard, working, and then eventually starting a career and raising a family, that impacted my ability to get out and bird. You know, you make choices during life and you have to kind of go with what you do and what you choose to do. And I got out often enough with my young children that they got the same appreciation I did for birds and nature. The best way to get started is to find a local Audubon chapter and go online, see what kind of activities they have, and start participating. Even though I've been birding most of my life, I learned so much more by being around people that knew more than I did. If we want to remain a viable chapter, we all have to volunteer to do things. And that includes stepping up to be administrative work, whether it's president or treasurer or field trip coordinator or programs manager. It all requires someone to do it. So we share those responsibilities. But it's rewarding in the sense that I get to be with those people. We all love to do it. Some of the most rewarding stuff involves meeting other people that want to learn more about birds. In our bylaws, it specifically states that we are trying to not only get people to get excited about birds, but understand the relationship of the birds and the habitat that they live in. And conservation of habitat is key to conservation of birds. And it's not just the habitat where we live. Many of the birds that we see are migratory, and they come from South America or Central America and spend the summer here. And without proper habitat, the birds can't thrive. And so habitat conservation is key to bird conservation. So there's been a lot of studies regarding population changes in birds. As I mentioned before with the Christmas bird count, we have a lot of data on population changes. And in the last 50 years, millions and millions and millions of birds have disappeared. A lot of this is due to habitat loss, but a lot of it is also due to climate change. And the climate change that leads to habitat loss. That's really where we're really concerned about. We're not paying enough attention to climate change and how it affects the habitat of the birds. There's still a lot of knowledge being gained about migration, why they migrate, how they migrate, when they migrate. And so the changes in climate have caused challenges to birds that migrate, because the plants that they need, that have the insects they might need, may not be there or may be gone by the time they arrive. Join us on a walk if you get a chance. Generally, the best time to see birds is first thing in the morning. They've been roosting all night. They're hungry, maybe thirsty. They need to get some energy so they can work the rest of the day. So they're all waking up and they're all getting out first thing in the morning. A pair of binoculars is key. Many of the birds we see aren't right next to us, or maybe up in the top of a tree or across the pond, and so you need a pair of binoculars. I also have a scope. It sits on a tripod so I can see things that are far away close up. Not necessary for birding, but helpful. The other thing that's a key would be a field guide of some sort. Some reference that you can use to learn about and confirm that you're seeing what you think you're seeing. In years past, these were books, and I have many field guides in my library. But now technology allows us to download all that information on our phone. And so I don't carry a book with me anymore. But the phone app is nice. It's got all the same information the field guide has, and has maps and descriptions and pictures. Every time we go out and spend a day or a morning looking at birds, we keep track of what we see. I write it down in a little notebook. You can use your phone and keep track that way as well. And so the real reward is showing someone a bird that they've never seen before for the first time, and getting them to begin their love of birding and nature.